delusion that these fucking Americans have where there was like the Capitol riot was a legitimate coup attempt that had any sort of chance of succeeding as well is so fucking embarrassing. You can just tell that like they're so desperate. They're so fucking desperate to believe that the US political system as a whole is not Trump, right? That he wasn't merely a symptom of everything else. They're so desperate to believe that he was something special and that, you know, the West Wing, it depicts like a realistic sort of world where the US political system is noble and full of all these noble people just trying to earnestly tackle problems on behalf of the people or whatever, rather than a fucking straight up oligarchy where the politicians exist to do nothing more than maintain the health of capital and export US capital abroad by force if necessary. The Capitol riot was an unorganized gathering, an unorganized protest that happened to turn into a riot where a bunch of random fucking dumbasses stormed a building and then had no idea what to do once they were inside. That's not a coup attempt. That's not how you seize the power in a government, okay? A coup attempt, for example, is when the fucking CIA trains a death squad to storm the parliament with the support of the military, with a fucking plan of how to take over and what you're going to do with it. The idea that they were going to take over the fucking government is honestly it's beyond me. It was not an action that was anywhere near impactful as these people tried to frame it. Not an action that had even a remote chance of resulting in anything. Like American liberals who desperately want to believe that they are some sort of like victimized people on the same level as those in other countries who they routinely victimize, actually. And it's absurd, especially since a lot of these people just straight up ignore that those things even happen or outright support them in many cases. So yeah, I have no fucking time for these people who exaggerate the Capitol riots, acting like there was some sort of serious fucking coup attempt or something that, US American democracy was seriously under threat. Buddy, you don't have a democracy. You have a fucking two-party system where both the parties agree on 90 fucking percent of things, and all that they really want to do is maintain the interests of capital, both internationally and within the country itself. You have to be like seriously stuck into like the sort of liberal West Wing delusion to believe that shit. And if that's you, then you're not even remotely a leftist in any way. Like honestly, compare that to an actual coup attempt. I've never seen anything called a coup attempt in the history of the world that was like that. Never ever. Only in the US is this term allowed to be bastardized because liberals desperately want to feel like they're being victimized. For example, last year in Guatemala, protesters literally torched the fucking Congress building. Stormed the Congress building, torched it. No one called this a coup attempt. No one called this a coup attempt. Because obviously, you can burn the Congress building, but you don't fucking take power by burning down the Congress building. That's not how it works. You take power with overwhelming military force. Coups work because they have the backing of violence, okay? Of overwhelming violent force. The fact that the fucking Capitol protests were basically broken up by fucking the normal fucking police alone proves that it was not even remotely a coup attempt. I mean, they weren't even broken up by police. Like the police came in and like nicely asked them to leave. Why is this not a coup attempt? But that is. It's nonsensical. The only reason that they call the Capitol riot like a legitimate sort of attempt to seize power is because they're fucking liberal Americans who desperately want to feel victimized for some reason. Like they want to feel like what they do to other countries is happening to them. And I'm not going to let you do that.